Good afternoon. Today's topic is fiance visa faster than the marriage visa, the marriage green card? Folks, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting, and I'm here to solve your immigration problem and maybe even prevent it from happening in the first place. I practice law in all 50 states in America and across the world. So let's get down to it. All right. So a lot of people have been asking this, especially the last couple of years because of the pandemic. So I'll just answer it directly as possible. And answer is no. The fiance visa is no longer faster than marriage visa. Now, of course, if you already filed your case and it turns out that you get the fiance visa approved sooner, that's great. Now, the fiance visa petition is step number one. That could be faster, hypothetically. Maybe you get approved in 3 months, 5 months, but during the pandemic, it actually has not been that quick. It's actually taken just as long, unfortunately, just as long as the marriage petition I-130. Okay, so one I-129 F, all right, fiance petition, step number one, and I-130 is used when you're married. Now, generally speaking, before the pandemic, fiance visa is faster because the point is that you get, your foreign national beneficiary immigrant to America before you get married, and then you get married in America. But because of the pandemic, it's just turned things upside down. So they really just focus on marriage cases. They're prioritizing, even though, because during the pandemic, when it was President Trump, it was completely shut down, right? So of course, there's a backlog, and because of backlog, they have to prioritize in some way. Even people who apply for student visa F1 were concerned about their getting their visa because you paid for school. You're supposed to start in like August, September, and they couldn't even get the freaking visa. So the government is just very inefficient, which goes to some of the comments I see here. And we'll get to that soon. But hey, folks, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. Now, if you are new to the channel, welcome. And we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion. Happy to assist you. And look, I'm frozen on YouTube. Wonderful. So you can take advantage of that. We don't offer free for everyone. It's really for mostly people that follow us on social media. But at the same time, you might have a situation where our question could be solved by or shared by our intake team, our cares team, and also a client cares team. And also, we have several free guides, okay, that have answers to common questions, step by step, so you have a better idea, especially for folks who are just just interested right now, but not ready to exactly hire or start your case. Totally understand, especially if you're a business, a company, whether you have a company right now or you're thinking about starting one. It can be intimidating, but it's very important that you understand how long certain cases take, because the government's slow unless you're willing to pay a little more money. Okay. The government doesn't want to call it bribery, of course, but there is something called premium processing, $2,500. So consider like a rapid pass, but that's only for step number one. That's the petition. Doesn't cover the processing time for waiting for the visa interview if you're abroad, or doesn't cover for like adjustment of status if it's for residency. So it's really just $2,500 for step number one. But hey, and they promise a decision or request for evidence within 15 business days. And sometimes we get it in 8 days. It's pretty amazing. So just consider that. All right. I want to answer some questions here. Where are you based? I'm here in Houston, Texas, formerly from Dallas. We have other attorneys share an office with us in Dallas. We have a physical office in Houston, Texas as well. Some people think, because you might think I'm at home and all that I don't have an office. We do have one in Houston, Texas. So we're happy to meet you there. But we really also try to save you time from driving if you are in Houston or Dallas, Texas in general, for example, because traffic is pretty bad. I mean, not as bad as LA, but, just at least have a preliminary call in there. But if you want to meet in person primarily in Houston, then we're happy to set that up. Okay. Probably most likely have to be before like 1 p.m. Central Time, just to kind of give you an idea if you are interested. But yeah, let's get back to this question of the day, and I'll answer more questions. Is fiance visa faster than marriage visa? Okay. Now here's the deal. Some people ask the question, well, then how do I get married if I'm like I can't afford the plane fee to go visit my fiance, or maybe you have the money but you're just busy, right? You can't get it done. We have a tip for you. There is at least one county in America that you can get married virtually, remotely. So basically by Zoom. I know it's strange, but legally it's acceptable, okay? Because if a county allows that to happen, then USCIS also has to accept it, and they have. We've had several clients go through this, and it's fairly quick in that sense. So consider that if you are interested, or like you think, because some people get stuck, right? In terms of like, well, I don't know when I can go get married and whatnot. You can get it done. Okay, there's one county. And I've shared it before, but I'm going to encourage you, if you are interested in that, give us a call or text us, okay, right up here. Okay, on YouTube, 720-740-4247, because we can email you a free guide. Or you can honestly just go to our website, greencardguys.com, and scroll all the way down, and I believe it should be right there. So you'll receive an email about it with the free guide, and you can access it and take a look. Let's see. But what else should you know about the marriage visa? Okay, how long does it take in general? Again, I would say 3 main steps. All right, step 1 is petition, average 8 to 12 months. All right, you might have received an email from us, and like you may have seen something like a case approved in 3 months. Yes, we've had a case approved in 3 months. And hey, Jasmine on Instagram, I'm glad to hear. I heard that. Happy to get you started in the process to get you legal status. Appreciate it, Jasmine. Thanks for trusting us. And y'all, we have clients that join us on the live show from time to time. Call us out, okay? We really care about customer service. So if you think you are missing some information, we're slow to email you, we really try our best to email within 24 hours. And sometimes we're a little faster reply. It just depends on the time of day that we check our email. But we have several team members that we really have 2 emails. One when you're potential client essentially, and another one when you're a client, so it doesn't like get all mixed up. But so that way you don't have to search like which attorney, which person's working on a case. So make it as easy as possible for you, and we'll also make it easy for our team so that we can reply to you. But okay, Jasmine, yeah, you're one of those folks. You're procrastinating. Okay, well, we try our best to also nudge you a little bit politely to remind you, hey, we need XYZ evidence. But yeah, we want to update you. We also update you, for example, like as soon as we mail your package with a tracking number, things like that. And who knows, you might have a case where we file it online if it's eligible to file online. Unfortunately, the 485 application is not allowed to be filed online quite yet. I don't know if they're working on that, but the online system, by the way, is not perfect. It's kind of convoluted and complex for no reason. I don't understand, but most attorneys don't like it. Thank you so much, Jasmine. You've been busy and you love our team, or our team's politely bugging you. Okay, great. Yeah, it's funny because some clients are watching us when you're at work. So that's cool. Let's see here. But yeah, marriage visa, if you are in a situation where you found the right fit, okay, your significant other, and you're wondering to get married or not, currently as it stands, probably for the next year, marriage visa will probably continue to be the best pathway. And also with fiance visa, knowing that it takes a little bit longer these days, and that by the time if you get the fiance visa, you come into the US, you got to get married. That's the easy part. But the second part is that you can't work. Okay, the foreign national, the immigrant cannot work. I mean, legally cannot work, right? You wouldn't have the work permit. I mean, yeah, they say that the work permit is supposed to be processed faster, but these days with marriage cases, hallelujah, President Biden's administration is processing these cases much faster. Like I said, we got one done in 3 months, but we can't promise that for everyone, right? Because if you're filing yourself, by yourself, I wish you the best. We're here to help you. Even if it's later on and you get an RFE or notice of intent to deny, I hope you don't get that. But if you do, we're still happy to help you. Okay, we do offer that service. But the thing is, because we have a proven checklist that we encourage our clients to follow, that's how we get cases approved in 3 months. Okay. I have heard of a couple of attorneys say that the work permit was approved in like 3 days. But I mean, that's not going to be across the board. Okay. It just depends. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Honjay. You said our team's been very helpful. Thank you so much for sharing that with others. Yeah, it's we really try our best to stand out as a premier immigration law firm across America, because we hear so many negative stories about other people having a bad experience that we want to make sure everyone has a positive experience. All right, so that's very important to us. But yeah, you can drop a question in the comment section, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Take a look whenever you're comfortable asking a question. I know some of y'all are a little bit shy, but hey, by the way, if you know anyone has an immigration question or just going through a possible case, they're about to get married, and they could be a sponsor or they could be an immigrant. If you enjoy our service, our content, you get value from it, please bookmark our video or our channel and just share it with them. Greatly appreciate it. We go live almost every day if possible. Wednesday on LinkedIn, so you can connect with me there. Basically / John Ting. And let's see what else to share with you. So yeah, let's see here. Question about, so yeah, I could talk more about marriage cases or fiance visa. You just got to ask me questions. But now to some of the comments. You say no decision on citizenship. Al Kareem. Okay. So for N400, that's the application for naturalization to become a U.S. citizen. I don't like how they use the word naturalization. It makes it sound like you're going through some process. But yeah, to basically become a U.S. citizen. No decision. When did you file, Al Kareem, if you're still on? When did you file your case, and did you have an interview? Sounds like you had an interview because you said no decision. How long ago was your interview? But yes, after 120 days and you don't get a decision, you can sue the government. Let me see if I can find it real quick for y'all. Okay. After 120 days, you can sue the government for this specific reason. In the USCIS policy manual and other government regulations, they don't specifically say when, but literally in this policy manual for naturalization, they're saying you can sue for it. So don't wait a long time. A lot of y'all, this is why we talk about mandamus or delay lawsuits quite often, because a lot of people have been waiting a long time. In fact, let me see if I can share my screen. I can do this on YouTube and Facebook, but you can see here that, let me make the font size a little bit larger. It's not letting me, but hopefully you can see here. I'm at the very top. So I'm at chapter 4 of the naturalization section, results of naturalization examination. USCIS has 120 days from the date of initial naturalization interview to issue a decision. If no decision is issued out, so mailed to you within that time frame, an applicant like yourself can request judicial review, aka sue me. That's what they're trying to say. Sue the government, USCIS. Okay. But so because a lot of people ask, well, can I sue? How long should I wait? And look, if you've been waiting a year and you already had your interview, it's time. Don't wait any longer. Okay. Yes, it does cost money. You could be tight on money. There's a it's like a loan. They call it a firm is an example. They can pay the attorney's fees and the court fee. You just have to put that specific amount on there. And of course, I do charge you interest, but it's much better, I would think. I'm not promoting them in the sense that you have to use this one, but I would think, based on the stories I heard of people using payday loan type places, not going to name a specific one. It's probably better because I think the payday loan type of businesses, they actually can take like, your watch or something, or like your house, something like that, so, or your car. I think it's like car, not a house, but at least I hope not your house. So that's why you got to be really careful what you're signing. But look, if you've been waiting a long time, and the reason why delays on naturalization cases really matter to us also, and it should to you, is especially if you're trying to sponsor someone else, another family member, like a spouse or your brother or sister, because F4 category for siblings take a long time. So don't let this delay on naturalization delay your sibling even further. It's a trickle effect, or conservatives, Republicans would call that chain migration. So you call it whatever you want, but that's just something to consider on whether you should decide to sue USCIS or not. Ooh. People are concerned about, well, if I sue the government, is there going to be like a consequence, a backlash? Will my case be denied? No, your case will not be denied because of a lawsuit. If it's going to be, it would be because you weren't eligible for the requirements. Okay, you didn't meet the requirements, if that was the case. But typically, if you weren't eligible for the requirements and you already had the interview, they would have told you that at the interview. So then you might wonder, well, John, why is it delay on my case? I mean, I can guess for you, but I can't tell you what they're thinking in their mind. They're inefficient. And yeah, I'll say it, for some people, they're discriminatory. They're holding people back. They could be holding people back intentionally, but in general, for just across the board, the government's just inefficient. So they literally could have a case file, in their office, and they intend to look at it again. But then maybe the specific officer is like, oh, I'll just get to it later. I'll get to it later. And they just don't. And then maybe they get fired. Or maybe they transfer to a different USCIS, and that file could be still there on the desk. I know it sounds strange, but man, the government is the government. They're not. Their customer service is trying to get better, USCIS, but yeah, they have no incentive to process case faster, really. So if you're going through this marriage type case, for example, and you normally complain about the president, yeah, just say thank you for this one situation at least, because even under President Obama, they did not process these cases faster. All right, so for whatever you think about the president, and this current president, no president's perfect. I'll tell you that. All right, to Miss 80. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jasmine. But we're happy to take a look. Okay, if you can send that over and let us know. All right, that might take us some time. It's a week to get back to you, but yeah, that over, or upload it to your Dropbox. Okay. Let's see here. Looks like I am on YouTube a bit. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Okay, but to Miss 80, man, I really have too many tabs open. I'm good on Instagram because it's on my phone, but this YouTube thing is on the computer. So, but to Miss 80, if y'all can still hear me there, is that her question is, well, Yeah, Marlon, my internet is bugging out, but hopefully you can still hear me at least. I might be frozen, but hopefully you can still hear me. Sorry, I heard. I just assumed it was because of MIS. But it says one problem. You got the receipt notice, receipt number. Oh, you got the receipt probably because you did the 61145 form. Maybe they texted or emailed to you, but you never got the receipt notice. Okay, what must you do to get case status? So you have the receipt number. You can still go to the USCIS website and click on tools and resources for to get the case status in that way. And that's also how you can submit an inquiry to the government. The same webpage, tools and resources on the USCIS website, and there's a box called submit inquiry. I think there's a specific one that says you didn't receive the notice or it was lost. Okay, so hopefully you could have heard me even though I'm frozen on YouTube. Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Kareem, you ask how you get married in a country if same-sex marriage is not allowed. So that's why you would do the virtual marriage, for example. All right, so contact us so you can get that free guide. Hopefully that helps. Yes, you can hear me on YouTube. Okay, that's great. It's still moving, at least. So yeah, check that out. And yeah, because even though you might not be a resident of Utah, okay, that's a state, and Utah County is a specific county. Utah County, Utah State. Okay, but if you contact us, we'll send you the free guide that has information anyway. All right, specific to that webpage, so you can get that done. And we'll check into Utah, but I mean across the country, they're supposed to accept same-sex marriages. So, but if you have an issue with Utah State or Utah County, let me know. Let us know, so we can let people know. All right. Let's see here. What else can I share with y'all? Okay. Let's see. Okay, Jasmine, I'll also let my team know to expect your mom's decision, negative decision from a while back. Okay, so if you can still hear me, then, again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion, and you can do that by calling us, okay? On YouTube, the number's right up there. And let's see, what else? If you're on Instagram, you can check my profile, or you can just go to greencardguys.com, and it explains how to get in touch with us, all right? So we try to make it as easy as possible for you. And folks, until next time, I'm going to sign off, but today's Thursday, so I will see you tomorrow, Friday. The kids don't have the day off, so I'll be on live. All right, so you have a wonderful day. Take care now.